Levi here. Welcome to the channel. Today we are covering the abductor complex. This is a grouping of muscles that live on your hip, on the outside, down to the outside of your knee. And their action when they shorten is to lift your leg away from you, thus abductor. Abduction, I think of it like alien abduction. You're being taken away from the middle of the body with your leg. So the assessment for this piece is, if you look down, create a line, and your knees are pulling away from that line, but your feet aren't, and you're looking kind of like John Wayne, then you know you need this stretch on the outside. Now this is paired with the other video we're dealing with adductors. So be aware that you may not need this stretch at all. If your legs are neutral, you don't need it. If your legs are pulled in, you definitely don't need it. But if they're pulled out, whether it's on one side or both, you definitely want it for the sides that are pulled out. So to get into the stretch, I'm gonna have you get on all fours, palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips, a little wide, and whatever side we're stretching is the side that you're gonna bring in to the other leg. So if we have an invisible box here, we've just emptied out this corner, and we're gonna fill it by dropping our hips into that corner, and I'm gonna have you imagine drawing that little line back and forth there, and you'll feel it stretching on this outer hip area. You compare it with breath as you sit back, breathe out. Do that about 10 times. If you need it on both sides, step over to the other leg, sink your hip in. Now I feel it a little bit more on this side. We're not going by feel. Remember, we're going by assessment. So if your legs are pulled out, that's what we're doing. You might find in some of these stretches, you feel it, go by the assessment. So that's the stretch piece. The engagement piece is taking the opposing muscle and teaching it to shorten or engage. So with that one, I'm gonna have you imagine that there's a soccer ball that you're kicking through. So there is some balance to this. So if you need to stand with the wall, touch it as lightly as possible. And you should feel it squeezing and engaging somewhere kind of up towards the groin area. If you had that imbalance on both legs, do it on both. And then walk it out. Let it sink into your body, get in touch with it. It might feel a little strange and wonky at first. Walk until you feel it neutralized, feels normal in your body. And that's it. That is the adductor. And it's pretty simple. And this is not something that you're going to be doing all the time. Just do it when the assessment shows that you need it. Again, this is something that we love to do. We love to give you the tips and pro information that helps your body get out of pain. We want you to live as pain-free as possible. It is our goal. If this is something that is meaningful to you too, like, subscribe, share. If you know any John Waynes out there or the actual John Wayne, send them this video. It would be very, very helpful for them. And we will see you in the next one.